2012, BMW has brought back the single-cylinder 650 dual-sport motorcycle, formerly known as the F650GS Dakar, with its roots running back to 1993 in the original single-cylinder F650 Funduro. Only these days it's called the G650GS Sertao. Like the original, the Sertao is more than a dual sport because it's aimed squarely at the burgeoning adventure touring segment, and more specifically, the entry-level adventure touring rider. BMW had hoped the F800GS would fill the bill the past few years, but the demand for a low-cost ADV bike appears to have helped facilitate the return of one of our old favorites. The Sertao is one of the ultimate multi-purpose motorcycles. It's designed to handle off-road conditions, starting with a 21-inch spoke front wheel and 17-inch rear. The GS is tall with a 33.9-inch seat height and offers plenty decent ground clearance. A beefy skid plate protects the front of the engine and frame rails, and the handguards keep brush and the elements away from riders' hands. The tall windscreen offers a fair amount of wind protection, but the narrow bodywork leaves the rider's legs exposed, as we found out on a particularly cold road during our test ride. The most apparent difference between the Dakar and the Sertao is the appearance. The new version features the unique asymmetrical headlight arrangement and more distinct GS-style bodywork. At the heart of the Sertao is, of course, the venerable counterbalanced 650 single that churns out an ultra-mellow 50 horsepower and 44 pound-feet of torque. The power band is linear with no real peak or surge, so it's ideal for new riders and works very well off-road. BMW claims the 650GS is capable of getting 74 miles per gallon if you keep the speed at 55 miles per hour. That would equate to about a 270-mile range. All BMW motorcycles come with ABS as standard equipment. It's good to see that BMW made it easy to turn the ABS on and off. Simply toggle the ABS switch on the left handlebar when the bike is stopped, and you are ABS free. The 44mm telescopic fork is soft, but seems to work well enough. The rear suspension is a lever linkage equipped single shock. Both front and rear components offer over 8 inches of travel. We had a bunch of river crossings, some of which were technical because a few riders had a tough time making it through the obstacles without issue. We found the bike to be well equipped to handle the conditions though. Jeep roads, mild trails, and steep hills were all part of our off-road experience, as was the slick SoCal mud. Combined with the stock street bias dual sport tires, it made for some slippery situations. But the BMW handled it all well. If you're a new rider or interested in joining the adventure touring ranks, you now have an inexpensive option that has the ultimate ADV pedigree, the 2012 BMW G650GS Sertao. It's the do-it-all motorcycle that we're glad to see back in the BMW stable.